in over 100 countries, in 7 different languages, to more than 500 million viewers each week.
Thursday Night Fights.
The worldwide leader in
Everquest Entertainment.
Before we begin tonight, I would like to go over the Velium title history and how we got to where we are tonight. At the very first main event, on September 25th, 2025, the current champion at the time, Shindaru, lost in the main event to Salmix. Soon afterwards, Salmix retired, and the very next week, at Thursday Night Fights 2, Shindaru avenged his loss, defeating Wataru in the main event to regain the title. He would have a brief reign, and soon the title was vacant. And at Thursday Night Fights 4, Daedalus emerged on the scene, and in the final seconds of our first multiplayer free-for-all, he defeated Quebec the Monk in an impressive showing. He would go on to defend that title perhaps more than anyone. But at Thursday Night Fights 9, a new contender, Patolomy, emerged on the scenes, and in the final seconds of that 13-player free-for-all, defeated Salmix to win the title. Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday Night Fights 18 Night of Champions. I'm your host Ruinen Lightsbane, and tonight we've put together a very impressive card for everyone. Our first matchup will showcase the Intercontinental Platinum Champion, the Rampage, level 55 Ogre Warrior, taking on newcomer Flopski, level 53 Ixar Monk. And in our main event, we will have the #1 contender, the Total Package Sanvus, taking on the Rivervale Kid Patolomy. That's going to be Sanvus the Paladin versus Patolomy the Rogue. It's going to be an incredible showdown, and I can't wait to show it to y'all. The first edition of Everquest Observer newsletter is now available for reading on Reddit. And now for match 1 of tonight's show. Alright, Bobby. I got word of a lizard man making his debut tonight. Will he deliver, or will he fall short like the Ixar empires of the past? Now making his way to the ring, weighing in at 240 pounds, fighting out of the glorious city of Catalyst Kunark, it is your challenger, the bad guy, Flopski Watsonovsky. I'll give him this, Bobby. He's a brave man for traveling all the way here, all the way from Kunark. I just don't think he knows who he's getting in the ring with the Rampage. And his opponent. All right, Bobby. I hope you're ready. Let's go! Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 607 pounds, tonight, hailing from his spiritual residence in Kale Drakal Velios, it is your Intercontinental Platinum Champion, the Rampage! There he goes! There he goes! Those giants almost look minuscule compared to Rampage. I've been a big backer of this man since day one, and tonight, he'll prove just why. All right, and here we go. The battle of the good guys. Looks like both players are jockeying for position here. I'm about to get on camera real quick. One moment, please. A little bit of a delay there. All right, let's try to get everything running back fine. Okay, I know why that was. Flopski at 87%. Rampage at 98%. Showing he's not afraid of this ogre running in on him. I believe he may have shrinked himself slightly.
All right, there's a hit there. Oh, Rampage taking it to him. The monk trying to stay, trying to dual wield here. We got an undead pawn. Not scheduled to be part of this competition tonight. Well, but perhaps could take on the winner next week. Oh, a big swing from the warrior. The Rampage. This chessboard will see some blood today. The monk having a hard time getting through that heavy AC of the warrior. But still bringing the fight to him nonetheless. The Ixar are a strong people, a proudful people. Oh, he's down to 46%. He's trying here. He got a few hits in, but Rampage below, he's at 94%. He does have Mend now. He probably wants to use it sooner than later and hopes that he gets time to use Mend a second time, like what happened in the Paladin and Monk battle last week. All right, there's that. He's trying to regroup, it seems like. Will that Mend be enough to get him back into this fight? I do question the use. Now, it looks like he's switched to a two-hand blunt. No, still two one-hand blunts. That's going to be really hard to joust with. Got to see. Oh, there's a hit. Taking him below 90%. Oh, Rampage scoring a big one. Match about to hit the 3-minute mark. Oh, a big swing by Rampage. Oh, and that's going to be it. Rampage victorious. Winner and still champion. So the Rampage has defended his title and he will move to 2-1 on the season. What an amazing matchup, both competitors giving it their all. Well, Thursday Night Fights 18 Night of Champions is just heating up, and now it's time for your main event.
And now for your main event.
Making his way to the ring. Tonight, he hails from the frigid city of Thurgid in Velios, weighing in at 185 pounds. He is your #1 contender for Ptolemy's World Velium Championship. Last week, he earned that right, defeating Phaedrus the Monk in what some say is the greatest match in Thursday Night Fights history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Total Paladin, Sanvus. Bobby, I don't know who's gonna win tonight. It's gonna be intense, that's for certain. Let's go!
And his opponent.
The fans have not seen this man in almost 3 months. But when he hits that ramp, this crowd is going to erupt. And making his way to the ring, weighing in at 115 pounds, from Rivervale, Antonica, your undefeated World Velium Champion, Patolomy!
Alright, they begin! The Paladin coming in! Ptolemy trying to make use of the terrain. And also that barbarian illusion mask I believe he has on. Fighters are still neck and neck right now. Although Sanvus takes a hit, but so does Ptolemy. I hope this match really delivers for the fans. Now, if it comes to terrain and dodging the enemy, I believe Sanvus is going to have that advantage, being the dwarf, that he's going to be able to hide if he needs to perhaps cast a heal. This is already pretty close. Hope the fighters... Let's try to get back, and here's a good view. Ooh! Sanvus landing a blow. But it seems like they're exchanging them. A sword for a sword, as they say. Or a dagger for a large, blunt object. Oh, I see some type of ranged weapon coming from the rogue. Oh, a crushing blow from the paladin. Both fighters are behind the... I believe that is the... Ptolemy hiding up there. Funny flow, but he gets hit. Trying to keep an eye on these two is going to be rough. Ooh, there's a blow from Ptolemy. Sanvus doing pretty well in guarding from those backstabs, though. Ooh, but there's one. Both fighters real close and exactly at 81%, while Ptolemy at 82% with the slight lead. Undead Pawn. Glad somebody got him out of the ring. Now it looks like... Thought Sanvus was maybe trying to hide for a heal. This fight is very close. Oh, that was definitely a backstab now. A good chunk of hit points down. You gotta know, right now, both of these fighters are being brought to their wits. Ooh, another backstab from Ptolemy. The champion is known for those inside backstabs, which are so hard for a player to evade. We're seeing throwing daggers, I believe, from Ptolemy. And they can crit. Ptolemy taking a 10% hit point lead. Looks like he went for a backstab. Oh, he's up to 13% now. Sanvus definitely going to need lay on hands for this fight. Perhaps. All right, he's about 16% in the lead now. Oh, what am I, on top of the pawn again? Some nice blows coming out from the paladin, trying to bring this thing back to a closer fight. But if you consider the lay on hands, this is still a pretty close fight. I believe it healed the paladin for at least 40% in that fight against Phaedra's. I don't know if this one will go on for 17 minutes. Now Sanvus narrowing the lead of Ptolemy a little bit. It's only a 10% hit point lead. Now the thing is, Ptolemy's hit points are what is displayed. He does not have heals. He does not have lay on hands. Oh, there's a proc. That looks like a feast of blood right there. Fight hitting about the 5.5 minute mark. Or at least since when I've been recording. Oh, Sanvus taken below 50% health. You know, if I was the paladin, what I think I would do is I would use lay on hands now. Bring your hit points above Ptolemy. Maybe win out the mental edge there. Oh, another backstab. Rampage, the Platinum Champion, looking on. Now, if Sanvus can get from behind and get a heal off... Oh, he's at 38%. Ptolemy's almost twice the hit points. Oh, he tried to cast something. He got interrupted, it looks like. No, that was Ptolemy being interrupted. Oh, crushing blow from Sanvus there. Ooh. Ptolemy pierces for 67. I'm starting to see some of the strikes on screen, but I don't want to get too close because then I'll miss out the action. I would go for... Okay, we definitely saw something, some type of... Well, maybe not. Thought it was a heal go off. His hit point bar spiked a little bit. Ooh, that's a big backstab, taking him below 35% hit points. Oh, and another one taking him below 30. He's at about 25% hit points. But he's still fighting on, has not used the lay on hands yet. Ptolemy has no benefit when he is at low hit points because he doesn't have any type of crippling blow. He has no lay on hands, no heals. I've seen some type of spell go off from Sanvus. Ooh, Sanvus below 20%. He really's got to come through. There's the lay on hands. Both fighters even now. This is where champions are made. Last week when Sanvus used the lay on hands, it was like a second win for him and he came back from a sharp deficit. Can he do it again? Ptolemy lost his lead, but right now we got to realize this is after lay on hands, so both fighters' hit point bars are what they are. Nearing the 8-minute mark here. Might not be a 17-minute fight like last week, but it's going to be close. Ptolemy closing the gap. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, that would have been a time for Sanvus to try to swing, but he opted for a heal instead. Playing ring around the rosy here. Ptolemy below 40%. Sanvus getting heals off, able to keep his hit point bar up. Sanvus swinging. Has the advantage hit point wise right now. Ptolemy giving it all he has. We're going to need to see some good backstabs here. Oh, another heal from Sanvus. The champion in his most compromised state since we've seen him debut. Oh, but there goes a backstab. But Sanvus's heals keep going. Ptolemy looks like he has shrunk himself, or maybe I'm just... Looks like we might have gotten a critical strike from a dagger. The discipline of the paladin, knowing he should not go in, and he should continue jousting. Couple of strikes from Ptolemy. But the heals just relentless from the paladin. This fight's not over. He's the champ for a reason. Evading, positioning, making it very hard for me to follow his cameraman through this bedlam. But it appears like Sanvus's hit points. That's a lot to go through. Not saying it's impossible. But it's going to take everything Patolomy has here. Oh, another strike from Sanvus. Sanvus back up to 75% health, wondering how much mana he has left. Fighters in very tight quarters amidst the chess pieces. Fight nearing the 11-minute mark. Who knows, maybe this fight could be a 17-minute Iron Man match. I want to say Sanvus's heals are probably depleted now, but I can't say that for sure. Oh, a big backstab taking at least 10% of his health. That's why I said you can't count the champ out. Now, Sanvus is definitely casting, but I believe he stopped casting. He was not interrupted. A few of those backstabs could definitely bring Patolomy back into this. Fighting with the poise of a champion. Another backstab, but then another heal. Those quick heals of the Paladin. The barrel roll. Hiding. Coming after him. Oh, a backstab from Patolomy. Fighters hiding behind what appears to be the queen chess piece. Some type of casting going on. Looks like we got a backstab. Sanvus's lead nearly double that, though. But I will say, despite the lack of heals, Patolomy has been sustaining pretty well. If you go back to throw the daggers, you're letting him get time for heals, so it's really a tough split-second decision you have to make based upon what your opponent is doing. Oh, both fighters behind. We're seeing some type of casting going on. Oh, I don't want to get in the fighter's way. I'm in a bad spot. Trying to reorient myself. All right, Patolomy, throwing daggers. Being able to stand this long against a Paladin with no real sustain of your own is impressive. Oh, a strike from Sanvus. Hiding behind the pawn. This is some pretty fun terrain. Oh, Sanvus taken really low from a strike from, well, that was at least 10%. Somebody telling me I better yell checkmate at the end of this. I believe that's Chucky's who won the, is that the Ghoulbane or the Crown? Patolomy hiding in the chess piece, not really sure what. Oh, a backstab bringing him to 55%. If you consider where Sanvus has been and where Patolomy has been, the momentum, even though it does not show on the hit point bars, is slightly in Ptolemy's favor here. Oh, and another strike from Patolomy. But a strike from Sanvus. Very difficult to see what's going on here. Patolomy could pull this out. Fighter hiding. Going for, oh, a swing. Not sure where Ptolemy's at. He's up on the chess piece again. Throwing them daggers. Really hoping for a critical hit with those daggers. Oh, we see some type of cast. Oh, that's the remedy bringing him back up. But sustaining another blow. Ptolemy's hit points have pretty much been around the same for most of this fight since after the lay on hands, where Sanvus's hit points have been all up and down the board. Hiding again on the pawn. Oh, a big backstab, but a strike against Ptolemy as well. This one is close. It amazes me that the Paladin still has hit points to still has mana to continue to cast those heals. This fight is definitely nearing the 17-minute mark. I was wrong. This fight may be longer than the monk. Where do they go? It's kind of hard to see when they get caught up in the midst of this. If Ptolemy can keep... He really needs to get some of those Feast of Blood procs, try to get his hit points back up. Once Sanvus runs out of heals, I'm going to have to give the advantage to Ptolemy. Or maybe I'll declare it a triple threat match and allow the undead bishop in. Ptolemy really doing well at these jousts despite not having a two-hand weapon. Oh man, Sanvus brought below 40%. Ptolemy brought below 20, though. This is going to be tough. Oh! This is real close. Ptolemy at 17%. Sanvus at 33%. I haven't seen him trying to cast any spells. There's a dagger. Some have worried if a Paladin becomes champion, it could just be the battle of the Paladins at the top. Ptolemy really fighting for all of the rest of the classes here. There goes Sanvus's hit points up again. Ptolemy showing discipline, no sign of relenting. He knows what he's in for in a fight like this. He's at 16%. Some clever jousting, trying to position. It looks like he has Sanvus a bit confused. Oh, Ptolemy at 10% now. This could be the champion. Oh, man, this is very difficult to find a good spot to record. Sanvus with a 27% hit point lead right now. But Ptolemy's still fighting on. Sanvus definitely trying to cast. He's interrupted! Oh no! Ptolemy at 6%, Sanvus at 35%. Sanvus seems like he was able to get that heal off. Yes, there it goes. Fighting with everything he has, the champion. Fight nearing the 20-minute mark. 4% chance hit points. Ptolemy's at 3%. Are we seeing the end of an era here? Oh, he gets a nice backstab. Going out fighting. Takes him below 33% hit points. Another blow. He really needs a proc. He's still bringing it to him. That is a champion. Trying to keep a watch on this. Not only is this a battle of class... Oh, Patolomy gets something there! His hit points are up! Could that be enough to put him back in this? Sanvus's hit points are just soaring here. I gotta get in. Both hiding behind this chess piece here. Oh! Patolomy holding on so long at so little hit points. Patolomy tried to get something off there, was unable to, saw that he was interrupted. Hit again with a dagger. How is he able to regain mana for all of these casts? Oh, a strike from Patolomy brings him below 50%. Some type of heal goes off there. This is a fight. Sanvus relenting in his strikes could allow Patolomy to get back in this. I can't believe this fight is over the 20-minute mark here. No idea, because of this archaic UI, how much mana Sanvus has. But I do see he's at 41% hit points. And Patolomy is still fighting. Not once has he backed down, even when he was below 5% hit points. If we were judging this like a boxing competition, I would say that Patolomy has definitely scored more hits. If he could somehow get his hit point bar back above 20, I think he could win this fight still. Sanvus definitely got something off. Oh, something... Another heal. This might be too much. Trying to get a good angle in case the fight ends here. Still fighting on. It's incredible. Sanvus being forced to retreat so many times. Patolomy able to get the heal off again. Patolomy making much better use of his time than Sanvus. He's up to 18%, which I don't know. I really don't know how this could go. I would say I'm on the edge of my seat, but the camera would tell you that I'm lying there. But this is an incredibly close fight. And like I said, he's getting closer to being above 20% hit points. I don't know what item that is he's using to self-cast heal with, but if he could get up to 25, 30%, maybe 35% hit points somehow, I think this fight, it could be a comeback. You gotta watch the crouching. If you're crouched... See, I don't want to interrupt with the fighters too much. So I'm trying to keep my distance a bit. It's getting very tough, but I understand why they're using terrain to their advantage here. Ptolemy's evasive maneuvering seems to have Sanvus somewhat bewildered. Who knows? A strike from Sanvus, a strike from Patolomy. Sanvus at 49, Patolomy at 20%. He was down to 3% at one point, and Sanvus could not put him away. Rising up like the Undertaker, hulking out was Patolomy. It's hard to say. It's still anybody's fight here. Sanvus has proven that he... Oh, there's a strike from Sanvus, though. He's at 16% now, Patolomy. Getting hit with a throwing dagger is Sanvus. I got a somewhat decent angle here. Patolomy jousting, trying to give it everything he has, sensing that Sanvus is trying to close this fight out. Sanvus has become more aggressive in the last minute. Perhaps because he is out of mana maybe at this point. I don't know. Both fighters seem to have some type of healing item. Okay, Shinko telling me that he's using Prayers of Life. It's good to know. Believe that drops off. I'm not sure. I'm familiar with the item now. %8% is Patolomy, still fighting, just took a good chunk of Sanvus's health, but the problem is, Patolomy does not have a good chunk of his health left at all. We are reaching 27 minutes on this fight. I can't believe it. The crowd's still on their feet. Whoever wins, whoever loses, both players have the respect of the crowd, and most importantly, of me, Ruinen Lightsbane. An undead pawn mixing it up. And you gotta wonder, the mental fortitude that a fight this long takes. This is not a dragon with 85 people. That strategy hasn't changed in 27 years. This is another human being who's adapting to everything you're doing in real time. Ooh! Patolomy low. Sanvus at 48%. Patolomy at 6%. He really needs a proc or to get those Prayers of Life off if he still has any more. Patolomy at 1%. Oh, and that's the end of his reign. New champion. Whoa, what the heck?
Well, I guess it's the end of an era. What an incredible matchup. You know, last week when we had a 17-minute matchup, I didn't think anything time-wise would surpass that. Well, this matchup was near 28 minutes, and it was not boring. It was back and forth, awesome EverQuest PvP action that far exceeds anything that happens on the Red server. Well, you know, before I say goodbye, I would like to say, if anyone wants to get involved in these fights, they can message Ruinen in-game or add Mutiny LLC on Discord, and we'll talk, set up a match for you. It was a great event. Thank everybody that came out. Congratulations to everybody who won some of the prize raffles, and we will see you March 19th for Thursday Night Fights 19. Look for the flyer on Reddit and more information. Have a good night.